Hey Sagittarius, it's J. Renee. Today I'm going to be doing a reading. I'm going to tap into your energy, what's coming towards you, and any advice that wants to come out. All right, hope you guys are all doing well. I have my window open and it's all of a sudden everybody started to cut their grass. You know, perfect timing. So hopefully you guys can still hear me throughout all of this. And just want to say thank you so much for all the ways that you are supporting this brand new channel. I truly appreciate you guys all being here. All right, and let's dive in. So right now, the energy that I'm picking up on from you is you're a very wise person. All right, you are somebody who learns lessons, okay? So either you're very spiritual or you have like a great communication with source or with the universe or with God. So when something comes in your way, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to pay attention to that. That's a lesson, right? And you're somebody you don't like conflict. You avoid conflict actually at as much cost as you can. But you're somebody who doesn't forget. So I feel like you're somebody who forgives easily, but you just don't forget. There's things in your mind that like will fester if you don't tackle it head on. And the energy that comes towards you is somebody who's like very fast paced, like let's go, 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 go. And like you try to keep up with them. And sometimes you're trying to see if there's lessons that you're supposed to be learning along the way from this person, but it's like they move so fast that by the time the next thing comes around, you're like there's just somebody who you don't have a chance to sit and process information correctly. And I have a very strong like moon energy where I feel like there's a lot of mystery, maybe miscommunication, just things that you don't 100% know. And again, this person's very fast. Maybe they're fast with their communication. So the second you ask a question or confront an issue, they're like so quick to turn it around that you're like, wait, what did I even bring up anyway again? You know, and I don't feel like this person's like a trickster. I think they're avoidant. I think they like to avoid things. And you'll know who this is, right? This is family member, partner. For some of you, it can even be a child of yours. Or it's a coworker, boss. You know what I mean. You guys understand tarot, I'm sure by now. Energies are super fluid, but whatever clicks for you is how you got to take it. In your energy, I have the Five of Wands, the World, and the Four of Cups in reverse. So, Five of Wands is like drama, competition, jealousy, things like that. So, you may be surrounded by that type of energy. And again, like I said in the beginning, like you're somebody who doesn't like conflict. Like you'll avoid it. And I think you overlook a lot of things. With the Four of Cups in reverse, what I'm getting very strongly is that you've been disappointed so much that if something of conflict comes to you, you're like, what is it that bad? I've had worse. And so then you just kind of bury it, but it doesn't get forgotten about. So then it likes to peek its little head up going, knock, knock, like, do you remember this? What this person did to you, what this person said to you, what they didn't say. And I feel like, again, you've just been in this like disappointment energy before. Like just whoever I'm speaking to, like you've been let down. People haven't shown up for you the way you showed up for people, right? But since you don't like conflict that much, you avoid it. You overlook a whole lot. Whoever I'm talking to, the energy is so strong of you just overlooking things. And it's not a bad thing. It's who you are, right? Because not everybody likes conflict. But the problem starts to come up when it likes to like still peek its head out. And you're like, but I got to address this eventually. And with the World card showing up here, it's like it will. Like you are destined for so much. This disappointment that you've had, it's like, and this isn't the Wheel of Fortune card, but that's what I'm picturing so much is like the wheel is actually turning in your favor. You are like, feel like you've been at the bottom, like climbing your way up to the top in whatever area of your life, right? And it's like now you're free to just be there. And I think once you, from these energies, are able to tackle things when they come up for you and understand that not everything is going to be a conflict. I think you have a lot of experiences with addressing issues with people, and then them coming at you with so much conflict, and you're like, well, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. But, excuse me, but for you it is worth it because it bothers you. Okay? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's self-care. That's like you making sure that you're good all the time, right? Whoever's energy this is, like you're a special person and you really care genuinely about other people, which is a beautiful thing. But then you become bottom on your list of self-care and everybody else is above, and you're like, oh no, like then you start to fall back into certain tendencies, or you get tired, or you start to feel depressed, and you're like, this isn't my energy, right? So what is being called to me to share with you, take it or leave it, is understand that your feelings matter. Your plan in life matters. And the people who support you will stand by you no matter what. And they're not going to come back at you with conflict. And it's okay to use your voice and speak your mind and not be afraid to do so. Okay? All right. The energy coming towards you, we have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So, excuse me, you may feel a little bit of hot and cold energy from this person, a little bit of immaturity in a way that you wouldn't normally view them as. But when it comes to emotions, there's a sense of immaturity. All right? You're not getting full expressions of love. You're getting, breadcrumbed. You understand that there's love that comes from this person or this energy or situation. Like, you know that there's a foundation of love. But it comes in kind of hot and cold. And again, with that moon energy that I'm picking up from this person, you don't always know how full their cup of love is. Like, you question it. And it's because their actions don't always come like in its entirety or in its fullness. It comes in like spurts, or it comes on really strong and then it like fades off and the person kind of backs off a bit. So it leaves you super confused. In this person's energy, they are moving away from things that cause them conflict or competition or jealousy in their life. Like, I feel like this person, I have a lot of moon energy here. This person doesn't disclose all the stuff that goes on internally for them. But I think that this person cannot handle conflict well. So they just kind of avoid it. And with this super fast energy, like, that's why they just like run as fast as they can so that like no conflict can come up either. So that's why there may be a disconnect in communication, because you both don't like conflict, but for very different reasons. All right? And because of that, it seems like literally there's almost like an elephant in the room at times. Well, not literally. I can't believe I just said that. I'm sure for most of you, there's not an elephant in the room most of the time, but you know what I mean. I literally have, when I channel messages, the sayings that come out are crazy. I don't even know if they're real sayings. So just keep that in mind. But I think this one is it, the elephant in the room. Yeah. All right. I digress. It's like you both know that something needs to be talked about or addressed, right? But you don't bring it up because you avoid conflict, and this person runs super fast away because they're scared it's going to turn into conflict. So it's like finding this middle ground of communication that works for the both of you, and like getting safe with each other where you don't have to, like, this person feels they need to put a guard up from their vulnerability. This person, for whatever reason, and that's probably why you feel hot and cold from them, because the second they start to get vulnerable, it's like they close off. They're like, that was too much. I shared too much. Oh my gosh. And like, then they just run super, super fast away from that to the point where they don't even process that emotion at that time. So this person has some inner work to do whenever they're ready or able to. But again, they're at a very fast pace in life where a time out for them to sit with their feelings and emotions is not going to be an easy task. And I'm not saying this person needs to change, right? I mean, we all have our stuff, but I'm just explaining their energy as to why you might feel that they're guarded, why they come in occasionally with this expression of love, but you know there's more, and why you guys can't always communicate with one another. All right? It's like the love is there. It just needs to get to a point of leaving fear behind. Leaving fear behind when expressing any kind of issue or anything that bothers you, right? And if you notice this person never expresses things that really bother them, it's because for some reason they're afraid that their vulnerability is going to create a conflict. And again, like, that's not always going to be the case, right? I mean, you hope it's not. And sometimes a fight is healthy. Not, you guys know what I mean by fight, obviously. You know what's healthy and not in a fight. A disagreement, exchange of words is okay if it's needed, because then it's worked out, solved, and moved on. And the type of person you are, Sag, is that, again, you will forgive, but it's that forgetting part that is a struggle for you. And then it just finds a way to peak up, and you're like, gosh, do I ever get over anything? And you do, because you're easygoing in a way, you avoid conflict in a way, but it's like releasing, like that forgetting part is like that releasing part to its entirety. Ace of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So there will be like an open, honest conversation that's going to take place, I feel like, in the near future, because I had the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. It's going to be a blunt communication. Somebody here is going to hit a wall, and it's going to just like literally come out, and it's not going to be a fight. Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It's like you both will find that you have so many similarities when it comes to discussing things and communication, that you're like, oh, both of you will have a light bulb that goes off of like, wow, we've been avoiding this whole time, like just scared of conflict, when really we operate the same way. Like, there's going to be a revelation about how you guys can talk and have an equal give and take. All right? And that's exactly what this person and you want. All right? And also with the Six of Swords, if this is someone that you are not speaking to right now, because they are super defensive, or there's something that came up where their guard completely came up, just know that, and I don't have the Justice card, I have the Star card here. If you've been wishing for healing, if you've been wishing for closure, if you've been wishing for an apology, the scales to be balanced. Again, I don't see Justice, but I have the Six of Pentacles strong with the Star, and I'm feeling like a situation is going to balance out, and internally for you too, where you're going to come to a place of peace. Okay? Well, I hope that resonated with some of you and just brought a little bit of clarity on the energy that may be surrounding you, and know that it's like obviously nothing personal. This is literally just a communication barrier and understanding each other on like a deeper level when it comes to that. All right. Again, hope this helped in some way. Take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.